appreciate the cards with me. Appreciate the cards on my magical journey of rediscovery in Magic the Gathering. Hello, YouTube land. It's me, Mr.Spank, and I'm welcoming you to my portion of the channel dedicated to Magic the Gathering. So, what does this even have to do with my original main focus of airsoft for this YouTube channel? Like, what does running around the woods, playing army, collecting a whole bunch of militaria have to do with a trading card game? Well, let me tell you. Both hobbies, all encompassing. Just consumes your money, just sucks up all that money and mental energy. So much of it dedicated to both hobbies. And the crossover happened on my third ever airsoft event, which was my first ever overnight weekend event. I am camping out, and the tent next to me is this group of people from way upstate New York, like Syracuse or something. And in their tent, I hear them playing Magic the Gathering, and I was like, yes, this is the right new hobby for me. Airsoft has my people in it. By this time, I'm no longer into Magic the Gathering. It's been in some shoebox, hidden away, or some drawers, and let's go back to the beginning. Flashback to the mid-90s. I'm in end of 6th grade, 7th grade, and I'm taking Japanese class. Don't remember the name of the teacher, some white guy. He was relatively young compared to all the other teachers, and he would, with some of his students, be talking about some trading card game. And before I got into any Magic the Gathering, knew what it was actually about, I was collecting Marvel trading cards. I started off with Marvel Series 3, Marvel Universe Series 3. Got the whole set. So I was already into collecting cards. I didn't realize there was also a whole game aspect to it. And when they were talking about some juggernaut, oh yeah, I pulled a juggernaut, and it's like, them making a big deal about a specific card definitely piqued my interest. So the summer after whatever that was, I decided to also start collecting Magic cards. And during that time, Ice Age was out. So I started out when Ice Age was a brand new thing. And I was actually worried, like, can you even play Ice Age cards with all these other cards that people were collecting? So apparently you can, and so that's what I started out on. I finished. I had a girlfriend who was serious, and she wasn't that into Magic. I did try to teach her. We ended up transitioning to another hobby that I ended up having. A lot of my hobbies involve collecting stuff. Collecting trading cards, collecting classic video games, collecting militaria. So with her, I ended up veering off into video games, and I have a whole classic video game collection. I don't know if I'm going to make that into also another thing for my channel. Probably not. But her lack of interest and her consuming my time, I couldn't have an all-consuming hobby and a girlfriend. So cards went away around the time of Invasion, the conclusion of the Invasion cycle. So that was either 2000 or 2001. And that was the last set of new Magic cards that I had gotten. And leading up to it, you had Mercadian Mosques, which was such a disappointment, and I was getting cards like pre-constructed decks, and none of them seemed as amazing as I expected them to be. And again, the girlfriend, so I was less and less into Magic. So, fast forward, I have my own kid now. She's 6 years old, and she is getting into Pokemon. When I was in high school, Pokemon was a new thing. I didn't think it was gonna last. So she gets into Pokemon, and I help her build a deck, and I'm cracking packs with her. It's a new term for me I picked up. When you guys are opening up packs, you're not unboxing. These aren't unboxing videos, this is cracking packs apparently. So that's a new one that I've picked up as I'm getting back into Magic. And so I'm helping her build decks, and it's reminding me about the excitement of cracking packs, the thought processes involved in making decks. And I was at my parents' house with my kid, and I started searching for all my old cards. And oh man, this was a long process. There was a lot of undigging I had to do, but once I found it, it truly felt like I unearthed treasure. It was a treasure trove. There were cards in there I did not realize I owned, because towards the end, I stopped buying random boosters. I stopped buying pre-constructed decks. I realized it was more worthwhile to spend 15-20 bucks on a dual land. That's right, 15-20 bucks on a dual land that now goes for like $500, $600, $700. And at the time I thought, oh, that's a lot of money for one card. 15-20 bucks? I should have bought every single one of those damn dual lands that I found in any single store. Because another thing I found out recently is almost all the stores I used to go to don't exist anymore. They're long out of business. But fortunately, there is a place called King's Games in Brooklyn, which is essentially our local game store, LGS as you kids call them. And they actually have tournaments, and apparently every Friday is a thing called Friday Night Magic. The only time I ever got to play was, every time we'd have any spare time between me and my friends. Whenever there'd be some downtime, you want to shuffle up and play? Yes. But there was never options to have proper tournaments, especially weekly ones. Towards the end, there used to be a place called the Hong Kong Mall in Flushing, Queens, and down in the basement they had a collector's store, and they did have tables set up and people could do drafts and just meet up and play. But as a 17-year-old kid, it was a little complicated getting there without a car, and even if I did have a car, that neighborhood parking is ridiculous. So it'd be a whole bunch of public transportation and getting away from the girlfriend and spending. It's just so much easier now. It was so complicated then, it was hard to keep going, but it was very exciting. And unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, girlfriend kind of ended up driving me towards a different hobby, and I was kind of losing the appeal of playing Magic with my regular friends without any new challengers, and finding new challengers was really complicated. So I ended up getting out of the hobby, but I'm so glad I didn't sell off my stuff. I've rediscovered my stuff, and before I did, because it took me so damn long to find that buried treasure, I actually ended up buying Game Nights. I think it's the 2018 version, the first one, and it comes with 5 monocolor decks. And I got it thinking that this new girlfriend, she's got a kid, they might enjoy this type of strategy card game. I got it for New Year's. That's a Russian thing. We give presents on New Year's, not your Christmas spiel. And it remained inside the box until we were quarantined. And once we were quarantined, finally, okay, let's try this game. Kid, not interested. Girlfriend, we ended up playing like a whole week straight games every day, almost a whole week, almost every day. So I got really fired up, and May, Ikoria came out. Right now, M21 just came out. So I've been playing a bunch of catch up. There's so much to catch up. It's 2020, and the last time I bought new cards was 2001 maybe. So like 19 years of catching up, and there's like 3-4 releases every year. A lot of catching up. Apparently, there's another part to the Ice Age cycle. That's a big deal for me because I started on the Ice Age cycle. I'm going to dedicate a series of videos just to Ice Age. The lore from the books that I've read, the sets that I own, and catching up with Cold Snap, part 3 of Ice Age. I'm excited for that, especially. That's going to be a special series. Most of my other videos is essentially playing catch up. I want you to experience the things I'm experiencing, the learning about these new mechanics and how incredibly more powerful these cards have become since I was playing, and like more interesting and just more exciting, and Magic Arena's a thing, and Planeswalkers are now a thing. We were the Planeswalkers, and now Planeswalkers are cards, the players, so it's like so much has happened since I've been out of Magic, and I want to share my experience of playing catch-up, of the awe and the excitement and the confusion of discovering all these things. So one of the key differences that's definitely going to be on my channel is, one, it's definitely not professional. I don't know what I'm doing. You're going to hear that a lot. I don't know what I'm doing. And also, when people are cracking packs, they'll tend to go really quickly through a lot of cards, whereas I am reading them for the first time. I'm curious, I'm excited, as I'm reading them, I'm trying to figure out how can I use this with the decks that I have from the end of the 90s. How can I fit them in and catch my decks up without having to just start completely from scratch. Also, what's different is that I really don't know what current values are. I'm not really interested in what the values are. I mean, I did. There's a part where I open up a mythic rare. That's apparently a thing now, mythic rares, from Theros Beyond the Grave. Was it Oro, that Titan? Blue-green. Comes into play, gain 3 life, draw a card, drop an extra land, then you gotta sacrifice them, and then you get them back in. Wow! Like, that seemed really broken and amazing, and apparently that does have some considerable value to it. That's like double digits in the dollars. Wow, well, if it's something like that, then it's, oh yeah, okay, great. Yeah, I kind of in tune to that value, but otherwise, yeah, I don't know their values. I'm not gonna dig up, and you tell me if I pull something valuable financially. You tell me in the comments. Yes, let's do that. Okay, wonderful. Otherwise, just sharing this magical adventure of discovering all these new things in Magic the Gathering. I'm loving it. When I open up Ravnica stuff, I was like, this is all amazing. All this in one pack, all these amazing things, and you know, you'll see it in the videos, because I've already actually shot a bunch of cracking packs during the quarantine. It's just I wanted to first release my introduction video, and then I will release all the subsequent videos I already made of cracking packs and reactions and thoughts and whatever. So this gets made and edited, then the other stuff gets edited and published. I'm rambling. Hopefully not all my videos are going to be just a rambling mess. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Look at this set. What is this? What is I don't know what I'm doing with this. I just want to share. This is exciting stuff. M21 just came out. The pre-release was yesterday. I did pick up a box of boosters and the pre-release box, and they gave me some 2 extra cards, and they got the magic version of Ren and Stimpy, that dog cat duo, and some land, I don't remember what it was. It's like, no maximum hand size and tap for generic mana, and it's like, okay, I get all this extra stuff, and also 2 jumpstart boosters. I mean, like, I just came to buy those 2 things, the pre-release thing and the box of boosters, and they gave me 2 packs of jumpstart and those 2 extra cards, and cool. Magic has become something so magical. This is like cool stuff. Keep giving me stuff. Awesome stuff. Cool spells. All this amazing power level of cards and availability of cards, and I don't know what to focus on yet. So this is gonna be just my journey. Come with me on my magical journey. Experience this with, I guess, other players that are considering coming back to the hobby. Yes, you're my target audience, I suppose. Other old guys that played in the 90s or up to the early 2000s and whatever, maybe had some families or did other stuff, and now you're considering getting back into this hobby thing like I did, and you just want to see all the stuff you've missed, all the changes, and you don't want to see just someone go here's the rare valuable, here's the rare, here's the one super expensive uncommon. Let's take a look at it slowly. Let's all just figure out, where are we going with these cards? What is happening in this lore? The art, where is the art gone? Let's appreciate the cards. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm appreciating the cards. Appreciate the cards with me. Appreciate the cards on my magical journey of rediscovery in Magic the Gathering. Yes. I think that's it. Guys. Now I just need to figure out my stage, my background here. What is this going on? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. You're gonna hear that a lot, and maybe this is my sign off for all my magic related content of, I don't know what I'm doing. Tell me in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, YouTube land. Thanks for tuning in. Professional.